Hey guys, good afternoon. Dan Goyette, your host here at the Traveling Hypnotist. As many of you know, I have been traveling. Just returned from Maryland, Pennsylvania. I was out there working on a project that I'm going to be sharing with you down the road, actually from Gettysburg. So pretty cool. But today we're not talking about that. Today we are talking about traveling. Specifically traveling to the Performing Hypnosis Summit, which I will be doing in January. So we've got one of the guys here that is actually instrumental in putting together the Performing Hypnosis Summit. If you've watched us live from out there, you're going to know him. If not, you're going to meet him. It's the amazing Brian Bay, and we're going to bring him on without any muss or fuss. There he is.
I appreciate the intro, Dan. Amazing. Yeah. I've been described as with other adjectives, but I will take the amazing anytime I can get it.
Well, I was going to say, as you know, like I said, if anybody watched us last year live, it was the Brian Bay show, because you were the guys like, oh, we got to do another interview. Send Brian.
that was Grant and Sean going 1, 2, 3, not it.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, before we get into it too much, I am just going to put the codes up here. Well, not the codes, but the QRS code for the Traveling Hypnotist. Check us out on YouTube. And subscribe to that page, and just have a good time right there. And of course, here is the QR code. Scan it. Check it out for Performing Hypnosis Summit. And
yes,
yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead.
So question for you, Dan, is that QR code going to take you to the PHS website?
Yes, it will.
Okay, so that one is going to, Paulette, great. Send Brian. All right, there's a couple people who could be that could be. So the Performing Hypnosis Summit. Throw that QR code back up, if you will.
So, hold on. Let me go back to that right there. And I'm going to go ahead.
So that QR code on our website right now is, book your tickets, because we'd love to know you're coming. 2, on the hotel rooms, that's going to take you to the discount code that I think it's about a $35 US cost to reserve, make your reservations using the discount prices. It's even lower than what we paid back in January for the 2026 conference. And we are ironing out the final little compliance things with some discounted airfare. So that's kind of what we're going to roll into. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
No. I booked my room a while back. I've got to check into it, but because I may have to book another room. I might have somebody else coming with me.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was like $39 to book the room. And then, of course, you just pay the rest when you get there. I love that. Because then you're like, I got the room booked. I'm safe. I'm good to go. I don't have to Uber in from anywhere down the road. So that works out really well. I want to make sure that we're broadcasting on our YouTube page, and we are. And we're broadcasting on our Facebook page and our other page. So we're all over the place, doing well. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. I know I made a joke. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, you guys would be working on airfare discounts when I'm driving in. That's the year I feel that's highly suspect.
I'm not saying Russians were involved, but it could be Russian collusion. It was one of the things that it popped into my head, and I went, all right, it doesn't hurt to ask. And who's guy got to hypnotize to get some cheap air? $20 is $20, Tommy. So there are still a couple of airlines that I'm working with. So right now we have three. We have Alaska Airlines is primarily out of Seattle, is one of their major hubs, and we have United and Delta Airlines. So when you book through the link, Alaska, you have to contact me for a unique discount code.
Okay.
So they their terms and conditions are like, we don't want it publicized or anything. So how it works is everybody who is coming in from insert departing airport, everybody flies into the same destination of Las Vegas is where you end up. Their
Yes.
connections and everything like that. And then everybody flies out of Vegas to go back home. And the code is valid for a certain amount of days. So I think we basically have Spirit. I'm thinking this is Grant, and he's got time.
I don't think Spirit will be making the flight.
Yeah, it's basically you book on there, and I think I did stuff for people to come in as early as Tuesday the 19th and stay, excellent. I think until Tuesday or Wednesday if they fly out. And then I think Alaska, when I first reached out to them, I thought there might be a follow-on conference. So I was like, all right, Alaska is good from the 19th to I think February 2nd. So any travel time in between then, that will work. So it's not a discount code to go fly off anywhere. It's for a specific time frame to allow people to come in before and stay after. So there's dates on either side, and yeah, it's really awesome. I'm thankful to be, it's not some outrageous you're going to get, half off or anything like that, but it's a place for us to start. And this is much like in entertainment, relationships are key. And so when we say we've been doing these promotions, so when people and Dan, you and I were talking about beforehand, people go, oh, I've got insert third party company here, Priceline, Expedia.
Yeah.
Not limited, but to include. So some challenges there is when you're looking at booking airfare, and this is one of the things we ran into when we started doing the discount rooms, is people would book through third party and go, well, I'm just going to use Expedia here as an example. As whatever third party person they got on the phone, oh, is this going to give me a discount for performing hypnosis for the event? Well, the person who makes a commission is going to go, oh, yeah, of course. And then you're going to get to the hotel and go, why was my room significantly more than everybody else paid? And then the hotel is going to go, we have no record of your reservation outside of this third party thing. There's nothing we can do for you.
Yeah. I will say the thing about the third party, because I'm Expedia and I've used Priceline once, but the thing about that is if you're using that, you've got to use it. I'm at the platinum tier. So sometimes if I get a hotel room, I'm getting 30, 40% off, which is great. And it goes through to the hotel. Here's the bad thing.
If there's a problem,
you've got to contact Expedia. Now, I've not had any issue with that, but you can't go to the hotel or you can't call, you can't go, hey, Brian, I need help with this hotel room because you can't help them. Right.
Yeah. And it's primarily with like reservations, if there's a bug in my room, the hotel's going to take care of you. But when it comes down to, I need to modify or make changes, they're going to go, a lot of times, these third party apps are like, all sales are final. If you want to make a change, you get to go book another reservation. Now, when you've got your, the second part of that is people go, well, I've got comped rooms and I am not going to tell anybody how to spend their rewards or spend their money. But keep in mind, it's probably better to take the comped rooms and all of the free benefits and use that for your own vacation. because
Yeah.
if you're performing and you're either setting up your business or you're already established, even if you don't have a business set up right now
Yeah.
for the year, and please consult your tax professional, but I'm speaking in broad form, is the costs and expenses of getting training, doing these types of things. The travel is associated with your business. Take that travel expense, write it off, and reduce your business taxable income by that amount. And then when you go through, even if it's just, and do that with whatever you're doing, save all your comped rooms and everything for when you want to go on vacation, because vacations you don't get to write off.
Yeah.
But that way, when we show the metrics of, we've got all these people that booked air travel, when we go back the next time and say we'd like to talk about a discount, it gives us a leg to stand on. And if it's more opportunity to help you guys, I'm absolutely gonna Jerry Maguire this, like, help me help you.
Help you. What I do, and you'll laugh, you'll chuckle. So
Actually,
this year,
real quick, Dan,
go ahead.
with all the discount codes that we're using, you're still going to get your airline miles. And I believe, do not quote me on this, you might actually get some additional like rewards, or if you book through that, instead of 100 points, you might get 150 or something, or 125.
5, yeah.
So those are things you're not going to lose out on your personal airline rewards.
Yeah, I fly Delta primarily anyways.
Mhm.
That's kind of been my airline of choice for a long time. But what I'll do is, like, if I book the hotel room through the link on the website, so that's my hotel room, I'm booked. So I didn't have to use any of my key cash for that, or any of my rewards on Expedia. What I'll do is I'll look up things to do in Las Vegas, and then if there's a show I want to see, that's what I'll use that for, because I've saved it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now I'm doing that because it is, that's what that's for. So it becomes a wonderful thing. And then, of course, one of the great things about this is first-time attendees. You
Mhm.
guys are doing the work, right? And saying, maybe they don't have, they're not me. They don't have platinum tier on Expedia. They're not going to save 30, 40, whatever percent off a ticket here, going here or there.
There's a place to start.
It's a place to start. And, they're saving money coming in. It's like, hey, this is my first time going to the summit. It's like, I used the discount code on the airfare. I saved a little money. I was able to get there easier.
And I'm gonna Jen Psaki circle back real fast with you on the shows. So we are planning on going out and seeing Kevin Lapine. Steve Falcon is at MGM. We're kind of working that out, and as we know, anything, Vegas can change in a moment.
Yes.
So we're kind of looking at, later in the year, we'll be making some announcements with some additional features and details about the event. But we're even talking with Mark Savard. January, we were supposed to go see his show on Monday night, and something came up that took him out of town very urgently. So we've basically said, hey, let's touch base later in the year, kind of see what the scheduling and everything is like. But on the shows and different things, we want to hear from potential attendees. What are some things that you guys would like to do? Because the conference is not about just being in person, sitting in a room, lectures and everything else, or presentations, and then going, oh God, lunchtime, run out somewhere, cram down food, eat it now, taste it later, get up to your hotel room, brush your teeth, maybe freshen up a bit, and then try to make it back. And then when we're done, it's back to the hotel room, drop everything off. What are we going to do tonight? We're going to try to slow the pace down, and we'll have less. We'll probably reduce the amount of presentations, but the idea is to expand upon the natural, just what I like to call the fellowship in the non-religious sense. It's just we're all hanging out. People can kind of have some time to go off and do whatever, but it's the idea that in general we'll have people, just organically building those relationships. We don't want it to be like a BNI group where it's like, hi, I'm Brian. Here's my business card. Hi, I'm Brian. Here's my business card. Hey, this is Dan. Cool. And then it's like, how many people can I tag in a room first? Because that gets really annoying. It's exhausting. And all you get is these multiple 1-minute elevator pitches.
Yeah. Well, if they miss me at the conference, there's going to be an issue, given the fact that I'm going to have the whole set out there this year, with the lighting and the backdrop and the desk and the microphone. If they can't find me, we may have to assist them on their quest and search.
Bigger hammer.
Yeah. I'm like, I was like, literally, they'll be tripping over me. I may need gaffer's tape. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there are some some renovations that are currently being done, and so I know that Steak and Shake or Steak Shack or there's a burger place there. There's a Mexican sort of like your taco shop type thing. They've got the steakhouse that's been open. So all the stuff that was under construction, even though the former TGI Fridays is now sports bar, similar type food. That is all open. In January, it was supposed to be ready for us. And right before they got the final green light to go ahead and open for business, they went through their final inspection and found that a pipe had burst. And they had to do some quick remediation. So, and then the escalators were down for maintenance while we were there. So I go fly out I went to go fly out Tuesday morning, and I walked by to go out the doors, and I looked, and all the escalators are just going, and I'm like, where was that 4 days ago? Because that would have been super. But like I think some new carpeting's going in. They're going to change up the rooms with some of the decor, and like you said, we're going to have this. We're going to have the stage. We're going to have some proper lighting and other things. It's going to be really. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really exciting.
I know I sent a proposal to do something with Jeff Bennick. He and I were sending a proposal to do some stage production stuff, because that's theater. That's what I do.
Is that like a demonstration part of your presentation, or?
It's the whole presentation. That's the reason I'm driving this year, because I'm bringing the lighting and some of that stuff. So I'm going to hypnotize everyone to think you're invisible, Dan. Then they'll have an excuse why they can't find you. Okay, so Tommy wants.
We know where you sleep.
Yeah. Tommy wants to throw down on the hypnotism. All right. So I'm basically all I need to know is when and where, buddy. So I've just thrown down the proverbial gauntlet. I'm going to get in trouble.
Tommy's asking about the updates. Showers made of gold. I'm like, not with the prices that we're getting the hotels for, but
yeah.
And that was the thing. I've had a couple of people ask, they're like, why don't you do the conference on the Strip? I was like, because you guys don't want to pay what it would cost for us to put on a conference unless we had just an insane amount of attendees.
Yeah, but let me throw that link up there just a moment, and keep talking, Brian, because I agree with that. But I'm going to throw a link up here because we actually did a story in the newsroom on Hypno World magazine that really talks to that subject, that issue. While I wait for it to load.
And Gold Coast, I like the venue because the rooms are clean.
Yes,
we go in there. All in all, the facility is clean. It's a Las Vegas casino, and people are allowed to smoke in there. So you're going to kind of have a byproduct of that, just because it's Vegas. But we're across the street from the Palms. We're right next to the Rio. We're down this. We're a short ways away from grocery stores and stuff like that. That I think this year we're gonna we're going to plan on actually having the opportunities for people to either jump online, do a quick online order, so there's something for us to go pick up and that is already paid for, or we'll be able to kind of shuttle some people down when they get in, that you can go to the store, go grab some snacks to put in your fridge, and you're not having to pay $20, $25, $30 a whack 3 times a day to eat.
Yeah.
And that offsets some costs, and you don't have to go into the casino and get your $7 bottle of water just hoping that it's cold. But in that we're like I said, we're across the street from the Palms, we're next door to the Rio. There's also a Walgreens across the street, and it's not like super enjoyable, but you can walk to the Strip. You just go over the freeway, and you get to you come out right in between Caesar's Palace and Bellagio. So you can kind of, if you really wanted to walk, I usually will walk over there and then Uber back because the Ubers are already downtown, and they're like, well, we're going back to the hotel anyway to go pick up our next ride. And you can, it's much better than renting a car.
You know what? It is. We were out there one year for, I think it was Hypnothoughts and a bunch of us, and we rented a car. And
Tommy's awesome. The very last one.
The parking. So got me. So, but
Gold Coast is complimentary parking, and actually on the lattes thing, so they pull where the subway was, they cleared that out. That's going to be a Dunkin', and then the coffee shop there, they basically took that whole thing that was on 2 sides, and they just made it one big giant Dunkin' thing, so you can go get donuts in the morning, coffee. I don't know what Grant's going to do about a latte, but we will figure that out.
I think I may have that solved. Grant doesn't know it yet, but I think I may have the proper latte solved for him since I'm driving. There may be something coming with me, so which will help with the proper latte issue.
I think I smell what you're stepping in, Dan, and while I'm still a little bit afraid, I'm confident in your abilities.
Yes. So there may be something that we'll be able to help Grant out with. So, and I did put a link up there in the comments. So if you guys want to check out the summit and send in your proposals, if you haven't done it yet, there's 7 days left to do that. I do like that the Gold Coast has that complimentary parking, because I think what we're going to wind up doing is just renting a large econo van and coming out with the gear and then doing it that way. So, because I Googled it, and it's like 26 hours from my house to drive out there.
But before you do the rental, Dan, connect with me. I will put you in touch with somebody to reduce that price.
So, there you go.
Yeah, that's and so again, we're doing a lot of promo early. I'm still working on sponsors and different stuff for goodie bags, and some of the stuff that I don't want to just hand out people a bunch of crap that they're going to go, it's free, cool, I'm going to throw it in my bag, and then when I get home I'm going to toss it off somewhere, and it's just going to clog up the junk drawer. I'm looking for stuff that can actually be useful.
There you go. Let me ask a quick question while I'm thinking about it. So,
okay, I thought I smelled smoke.
I know, right? So what was it? I mean, when you started the tickets, the discount tickets, what got you there, and how hard was that?
A gentleman never asks and a lady never tells. This is, I guess, probably the best way that I can go about this, Dan, is I guess here's what I'm comfortable answering is I want to see how it works with PHS this year,
Yes.
and then we will expand that into working with Michigan for 2027. Probably definitely sooner than later, and just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah. I
And
think it's a great idea. I really do.
so
Yeah.
there are some limitations on the discounts. Like
Yeah.
with Alaska, it's the state of Alaska, Canada, and the lower 48 get a discount off of their airfare.
Yes.
With Delta, there's a discount on some of the international flights, but it'll just take you click the link, it'll automatically put the discount code in, and it'll tell you, there are some
Perks.
certain fares that you have to do, but the discounts on the international flights really aren't. I was looking at them going, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm still, like I said, United. I want to get the clarification and test that out. The website was being a little wonky, and I was late at night, and I was doing stuff this weekend. So I definitely want to keep double checking those, and I want to be very deliberate on the information that I'm putting out. The last thing that I want to do is mislead anybody and have them be upset with me. But we are working on Southwest.
All right.
So that would be an amazing one, because a lot of people fly, but the fares on Southwest are already
pretty low,
pretty decent. So stay tuned on that. But I have reached out to a couple of airlines, primarily for Canada, and I'm looking into some of the airlines that service Europe. Like I looked at one just going from, I think, for giggles, London to Vegas, and it's a Delta ticketed flight, but it's Virgin Atlantic.
Yes.
So
yeah,
there are some partner airlines and stuff that will get involved with that.
Delta Airlines partners with Air France, Virgin, and KLM. I know that because when I flew back from the Irish Hypnosis Conference,
I did a search from Amsterdam, and KLM was one of them that came up. But
yes, yeah. So I remember flying back with them. And that was unique. I haven't had to walk out onto the tarmac and get on an airplane in quite a while. I felt like is this a Mac flight? What's on this plane? It's like I'm walking to the...
I had to do that for Frontier. We flew Seattle to Denver, and then to Tampa. And the Seattle to Denver, actually both flights, that the seats don't recline. There's no Wi-Fi, and I got to stare at the back of a seat with pissed off children, and I'm like, my blood pressure was about stroke level by the time I got to Florida, and I was like, I got up early this morning to get to these places, and it's already getting dark when I arrived, and I was just like, my God, I'm hungry. And I landed in Tampa right in the middle of their heat wave at the end of June.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Fremont Street when I get out there to the summit. Because as always, I go out to Fremont Street, I get myself a Las Vegas coffee cup, because you go to the little souvenir shops there, and
they got a bunch of little huts running around.
Yeah. And I always get a coffee cup. I got about 4 or 5 of these things, and a couple of them have been broken, but I keep getting them. But I think the truly important thing about coming out to PHS, for me, the truly important thing is that I make it to the M&M store. Let's be honest about that.
I'll give you that. So, that was the thing. What was really unfortunate is January, you got the call from the airline of, if you want to get home, you better get on the airplane tomorrow. And I
Yeah, we
think
did.
we had just arrived and, stayed at the at the was that Irish pub that was it
Yes.
was it at New York that we were?
Yeah, it was at New York,
Yeah.
or it's somewhere down there, but we were at the Irish pub and had a great time. But that's what prompted Gerald to want to drive, just so we don't run into that. Because him and I, being from Michigan, if they say, well, there's going to be bad weather and the airport's going to close down, we're like, well, we can drive through a blizzard. That's what we do. It's be like, I can't believe you drove through that. I'm like, dude, hold my beer. Watch this. So what we got going on here. So we'll be there for the entire conference.
Breaking news, WestJet just jumped on board.
Oh, there you go.
Excellent. I just got, I had to refresh my email and I was like, oh, Grant logged in. And so now I get to log in. So I probably kicked him out. So I saw that coming in. So that will be, travel between the Canada and the US. So our Canadian folks, regardless of your political affiliation, as you've seen by the World Cup, like international people, come on in, come hang out, spend some time with us.
Absolutely. I know I put in a proposal to go over and speak at the Irish Hypnosis Conference coming up. And you know what? I want to put this out.
Yeah.
I want to put this out, Brian.
Sure.
Right now on the Traveling Hypnotist news. We were working, I don't know if you saw the Monday report. So we were working on the article for the magazine, rating the top hypnosis conferences for 2026, 2027. Everybody asked us. So we went through and we did a ton of research and we read. And the first research didn't show the summit. But as we continued the research and as you guys continued to work, the summit, the Performing Hypnosis Summit, through all the research, through AI, Google searches, all the stuff, came in at number 4. Came in at number 4 for conferences to go to and spend your educational dollars at. So that is
appreciate you. I appreciate you not categorizing us as the first losers off the podium of the medals.
So, and I was going to put that blog up there, but I guess I must have deleted it. I don't have it anymore. It was like on the strip versus off the strip.
And a lot of the stuff, like I said, when you're on the strip, it's, don't get me wrong. The places like Bellagio and Mandalay Bay and those higher tier hotels, they have the ability to put on phenomenal conferences.
Yes.
And everything. But you're also dealing with organizations that have it's like the American Express Black Card. It's just like, send us an invoice and we'll pay it. Just make it awesome. And we're in our 4th year of being in person.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with that. If you're doing the premium hotel and the premium conference and you're an attendee, you're going to pay the premium price. So you want to have a premium conference at an affordable price. And that's,
and what's really awesome is folks like Kevin Lapine, he's working with press and trying to get our name out there.
Yes.
So this, kind of to build the brand, for lack of a better term, but it's really to, like, for example, my friend Brent Arnold came out in January, and he watched.
Yes, he did.
He watched a lot of the presentations, and he was talking, and he goes, "Now he's a wealth manager. He's not in performance hypnosis, nothing like that." And he was like, "You guys have a really good thing going.
Yeah,
there's." Some tweaks and polishing and, things to, growing pains to go through and everything like that. But he goes, you guys are really onto something, and this is pretty awesome. And, we couldn't have the success without, the tech support from Sean Kostiak, the guys
the
like
captain.
Guys like Kevin Lapine and Michael DeShalit and Steve Falcon and, the local people in Vegas. That, when we're like, oh, grumble, something went sideways, we need to borrow sound. yeah, we can do this, or hey, you can use our sound so you don't have to rent it from the hotel. The people that
Yeah.
have really leaned in and contributed, not only their time, but even some of the resources that are there.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah. I think I'm going to be bringing about 4, maybe 5 speakers with me.
oh,
So,
good. That'll be great.
yeah. And then there'll be some lighting. Live long and prosper. Paulette. There's going to be some lighting that I'm going to be bringing out. I got to check with Grant and see the hotel's policy on fog machines, because I want to bring some of those out and show people and kind of put it together. So
Right.
it will be hopefully a good thing to do. The other thing I want to mention real quick before we get off the air here is the summit itself is, when it kind of came back on the number 4, it stands out because it's the only one. It is absolutely the only one for stage hypnosis. There's nobody else doing it.
So yeah, it's primarily geared towards the people that are on the entertainment side. But if you have a marketing background, if you have any stuff that, like we started last year, kind of beta tested with Brent, is let's bring in a wealth manager to go, great, we can tell people here's how to do your shows and this, that, and the other. But then it's like, and lighting and effects, and that's all great. But then, okay, what about the administrative side to keep yourself out of the crosshairs of the IRS, or to keep as much of your money that you've worked so hard to get in your bank account? And I really laughed at, I love Brent's quote. The saying that he shared. He goes, tax evasion is very, very bad. It gets you in a lot of trouble. But he goes, tax avoidance is highly encouraged. And it's not the, hey, here's how you get out of paying taxes. And I would explain it as, do you want to give your money to your government and trust that they're going to do everything star spangled awesome with it and not waste it? Or are you going to spend it on a small business or airline company that employs people and all that stuff? You're probably going to get a better contribution to the economy. And take advantage of that stuff. So
I tend to spend it on my small business. Pretty much. That's pretty much where every dime I have is going to is into everything that I do, just because everything what we do. So, but
Speaking of Fremont, I've got something in the works. I'm waiting to hear back if it's attainable. And if that's something, it's going to be some activities for people to participate, and it's going to be for the attendees of the conference, but it is nothing to do with hypnosis whatsoever. And if there are activities, if there's things that you want to try to do,
let me just stop you right there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not getting in the dump tank.
Nope.
It's like $5. Throw the baseballs it down.
So,
but it sounds like it's going to be a great time, and I think that the work that you guys are doing on the airfare alone, now that you've got WestJet on board, that's just one more. So, I mean, it's just, especially right now, with the way the economy is, if you're saving anybody any money, that's a great thing.
Yeah, and with the economy, that's also kind of the challenge, is that, trying to get discounts and everything, people are like, I mean, Vegas has slowed down.
Yeah.
As far as, because people don't have the disposable income to just come out and go gamble and whatnot. So, trying to help out, guys like Kevin, his performances, and Michael and all those guys, who are the local people on the ground that we can support. And, it's the least that we can do for what they've what they've given to us. And
Oh, yeah.
again, it's just making contacts and building those relationships, ask questions, because a lot of the guys are willing to, like, how can I help? I want to see you succeed. And I'm a mild tangent. You guys probably saw the post on the PHS group about Carol Burgett. She had an awesome show. She did her biggest show in Arizona ever. It was at a really nice mansion, and she was just flying high, going, "Oh my God, I had just such a wonderful time." And I'm like, cool. I remember when you came out and you were like, "I'm really nervous. I haven't done my first show yet." And I'm like, I am so amped and proud of you for doing that, and seeing people have success. That's equally as exciting.
Absolutely. So yeah, I saw that post. So
Yeah.
she was pumped. She was like in her car and she's pumped. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, don't drive and do a video at the same time. Calm down. Be all right.
From what it looked like, I think she was either sitting in her car or she had had it on the mount and was just like, I'm talking
super
as
pumped.
I go. But
Yeah,
it's
super pumped. So, but all right. So, how can they get a hold of you? You said if they need to get a hold of you for the discount airfare, they want to reach out to you. Where are they reaching out to?
Probably either they can send me a message. It'll probably pop in as a message request that I don't always get the notifications.
Okay.
But if they want to reach out direct, I'm going to I'll do this. It's going to be Brian at theperforminghypnosissummit.com. And
Boom.
I'm going to get the email.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get the email copied and sent it over to you so you can put it in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But I'm also on Facebook. If you also want to, if you need to tag me either in the event discussion, or in the Facebook group, put something in there. Hey, Brian, I'm looking for the Alaska discount code, what may have you. And I can, I sent you a message, that way I can reply to it and get everybody helped out. And then also same thing on the hotel rooms. We asked for a certain number of hotel rooms for the number of days. And if for some reason you click on dates and it says the dates that you requested are not available, it probably means that one of those days doesn't have anything reserved. And that's just a quick phone call to say, we need 10 more rooms because people are starting to book. So if you run into anything, get a hold of Dan, get a hold of Grant, Sean. They will ultimately probably direct. We will get you guys in touch with me one way or another.
Yes.
I'm not hard to find. But we'll get you guys taken care of, and we're here to serve.
So excellent. Well, I want to thank you for stopping by and talking about that, letting people know that discounted airfare, discounted rooms, get your speaker proposals in, and get ready to travel, guys. So as always.
Watch the website, watch the Facebook group. Posts are coming. I'm actually working on them along with my day job. So, but yeah, lots of changes are going to happen in the next 45 days or so.
All righty, guys. Everybody stay happy, healthy, safe. We'll see you out there.